Hi, and welcome to my BridgePay training. I'm Lisa Stuckey. I'm currently logged in as a merchant group user. In this session, I am going to show you how to run reports. I'm going to look at transaction reports. Selecting the sales report, I just click Run Report, or I can enter filter criteria. In the sales report, I will only see sale transactions. You can export the sales report as a PDF, Excel, CSV, or TSV file. You can also select a transaction for which to reprint a receipt, view the transaction details. You can email the receipt, and you can download it locally. You can also view declines reports from the Transaction Reports menu. So now I've run a declines report, and since I am reporting at a merchant group level, I see that I have 2 merchant accounts with declined transactions on them, and they are grouped by merchant account. Please note that on the declines report that the value will always be $0 in the amounts column. You can also export these reports as well via PDF, Excel, CSV, or TSV file formats. The most robust report of all is the transaction list report. The transaction list report, I have a variety of columns to choose from. This is going to also report on every transaction type, not just sale transactions, which we saw previously in the sales report. So here I can enter additional search criteria. I can search for a specific amount range. I can search by an account number, an invoice number. I can look at transaction status. I can search for just transaction types or specific payment methods or even account types. And while you can do this with all of the reports, because the transaction list report is so robust and it does contain all of the transaction types, all of the payment methods, it's a great report to add additional criteria to. But for purposes today, I'm just going to run the report. Now again, I haven't selected any merchant accounts in my hierarchy, so they are going to run across my entire merchant group. So I click Run Report, and these are the results for my date range. Now here you'll see a scroll bar. And so if you scroll over to the right, you'll see additional columns. This is a great opportunity now to hide columns that you wouldn't normally have populated or want to see displayed in your report. So even with the transaction list report, there may be columns, depending on my merchant type, that I might not want to see. I'm a restaurant merchant, so maybe I don't want to see the PO number or the memo field, or perhaps I don't want to see the customer ID field. So now I've hidden those columns, and they won't display or print out or export on the export files. So now that I've hidden them from view, I can always add them back in at a later time. Now another item to note is the items per page. The default is 20, but you can change them. You can change it to 10 or 5 to see fewer items per page, or you could expand it out to 250. And then just to page through, you can either select the page number, or you can page to the end or next page over. So on the file format, I just click the PDF, and then I can display my report. There are additional fields that display on the transaction list report: the CV and CV response message field, the AVS response code, and the AVS response message field. They only appear on the output files, and they also appear on the advanced search report outputs as well. The last report is the transaction summary report. Since the transaction summary report defaults to the current date, I just selected a date range, and I'm going to go ahead and run my report. And once your results have returned, you will see them grouped by payment method first. And then under the credit card summary data, it is broken out by card type and then by transaction type. We also had ACH transactions, and they will show up under check summary. But because we did not have PIN debit or EBT or gift card or cash transactions, those payment methods will not appear. This is a dynamic report in that payment methods that are not processed won't appear on the report. And then you can also export this as a PDF, Excel, CSV, or TSV. And those are the transaction reports. You can export search results from Find Transactions Advanced Search. Enter your search criteria, if you have any. Select your date range. Click the search button. And with these search results, you can also hide columns, export into a PDF, Excel, CSV, or TSV file format, change the sort order, just click on the three little dots, add additional filter options if you so choose. And again, not only are these search results for being able to refund, repeat sale, or just find a transaction for some sort of maintenance on it. Perhaps you want to resend or reprint a receipt for a customer. All of that can be done through the advanced search menu as well.